Hey everyone, welcome to today's video, where we tackle the big question: how can you save wisely, spend smartly, and think rationally about your money? Let's dive in. Money is something we deal with every day, yet so many of us feel out of control. Why? Because we're not taught how to manage it effectively. Society tells us earn more, spend more, keep up with trends, but no one tells us how to truly make money work for us. In this video, we're breaking it all down with practical, actionable steps to help you take charge of your finances. The goal? Not just to improve your financial situation, but to bring you the freedom and peace of mind you deserve. Now imagine trying to run a business without understanding its finances. You'd struggle to make informed decisions, and that business, it would likely fail. Now think of your life as that business. Without a proper understanding of your money, it's easy to feel like you're constantly playing catch-up. But that changes today. Let's start with a simple but eye-opening exercise. What's your relationship with money? When you hear the word money, what comes to mind? Is it excitement at the idea of earning more, anxiety about paying bills, guilt about overspending, or maybe even fear of not having enough? For most of us, money isn't just numbers on a page or coins in our pockets. It's personal, emotional, and deeply connected to our lives. In fact, it shapes so many aspects of who we are. Our sense of security, it matters. Our social identity, it shapes us. Our future goals, they depend on it. And even our self-worth, whether we realize it or not. For some, it represents freedom. For others, it can feel like a heavy burden. And these emotions, they shape the way we make financial choices, often without us even realizing it. Here's the thing. Until you take the time to understand how your emotions influence your financial behavior, making rational decisions about money will always be a challenge. And that's completely okay. Becoming aware of these patterns is a skill, one we're going to build together throughout this video. Let's break this down with a quick example. Think back to a time when you made an impulse purchase. Maybe it was a fancy gadget, a trendy piece of clothing, or an indulgent meal at a high-end restaurant. What drove that decision in the moment? Was it excitement about treating yourself, peer pressure from friends, or maybe just boredom on a lazy afternoon? Recognizing these emotional triggers is the first step toward taking control of your financial habits. Once you're aware of what's driving your decisions, you can start making choices that align with your bigger goals, rather than momentary feelings. And trust me, this isn't about judgment. It's about awareness and growth. So, let's start peeling back those layers and truly understand your financial relationship. It's a journey worth taking. Now that we've explored your emotional connection to money, let's talk about how you view your finances as a whole. Have you ever found yourself making financial decisions in isolation, like taking out a loan here or making a spontaneous purchase there? While these choices may seem small on their own, they can lead to financial chaos over time if there's no bigger plan in place. Here's where a new approach can make all the difference. Start seeing your finances as one interconnected system. This concept, known as broad framing, encourages you to step back and view all your financial decisions as part of a bigger picture. It's about recognizing that every dollar you spend, save, or invest has an impact on your overall financial health. Think about it. If you only focus on the immediate cost of an item or the terms of a single loan, you might miss how these decisions ripple through your long-term goals. Broad framing helps you make decisions with a clear understanding of how they align with your bigger financial priorities, whether that's paying off debt, saving for a home, or building an emergency fund. Imagine you're putting together a jigsaw puzzle. If you're focusing too much on just one piece at a time, it's hard to see how they fit together. But when you step back and look at the entire puzzle, the pieces start to make sense, and you can start building toward the full picture. Your finances are just like that. Each transaction, whether it's a coffee purchase or a major investment, should fit into your broader financial vision. Broad framing doesn't mean you have to micromanage every decision, but it does mean being intentional about your overall strategy. When you start seeing the big picture, you'll feel more confident and in control of your financial choices. That's the perspective we'll focus on building throughout this journey together. What does financial freedom mean to you? Take a moment to think about it. For some, it's having a big bank account, a luxurious home, or the ability to travel the world without a second thought. For others, it's much simpler, living without financial stress and feeling secure about the future. But here's the truth. Financial freedom isn't just about the amount of money you have. It starts with how you think. It's about shifting your perspective. True financial freedom means making decisions based on what truly matters to you, your values, your goals, not societal expectations or fleeting desires. Think of it like this. Are you in control of your money? Or is your money controlling you? When you're financially free, you take charge. You're not driven by impulsive spending. You're not trapped in the need to keep up with others. And you're driven by a purpose that aligns with your life. Imagine someone buys a brand new luxury car, one they can't really afford, just to impress their friends. On the surface, they look successful. But behind closed doors, they're weighed down by stress, trapped in a cycle of debt and endless payments. Now, imagine someone else. They drive a used, modest car. It's not flashy, but they have no debt. They've saved for emergencies, and they sleep peacefully at night, knowing they're financially secure. Which of these two people is truly free? This is what financial freedom is all about. Choosing peace of mind, control, and alignment with your long-term values over short-term appearances. Let's face it, debt can feel like a mountain that's impossible to climb. But here's the good news. With a clear plan, you can conquer it. Start by listing all your debts. Write down the amounts, interest rates, and minimum payments. Seeing everything in one place will give you clarity and help you make a plan. Next, focus on paying off high-interest debts first. These are costing you the most. While tackling those, make sure to pay at least the minimum on your other debts to avoid penalties. At the same time, stop adding to your debt. No new credit card purchases. No unnecessary loans, unless absolutely necessary. Think of debt like a leaking boat. The first step, plug the holes. Stop adding new debt. Then, start bailing out the water, paying off what you already owe. To speed up the process, find ways to cut back on spending and redirect that money toward your debts. Even small sacrifices like skipping a weekly coffee run can add up over time. If the mountain still feels overwhelming, consider the snowball method. Start with your smallest debt, pay it off, then move on to the next. This builds momentum and keeps you motivated. Remember, paying off debt takes time, but every small step gets you closer to freedom. With consistent effort, you'll eventually reach solid ground. Life is unpredictable, and that's exactly why having an emergency fund is one of the smartest financial decisions you can make. This fund, it's your personal safety net, designed to cover unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or even job loss. Think of it as a financial cushion that protects you from life's uncertainties. Experts recommend setting aside 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. But don't worry. Start small. Every little bit adds up over time. You might begin by saving enough to cover just 1 month of essential expenses. Then build from there. It's also crucial to keep this money in a separate, easily accessible account. Why? Because this ensures it's available when you need it most, but not so accessible that you're tempted to dip into it for non-emergencies. Remember, this fund isn't meant for vacations, shopping sprees, or impulse buys. It's there for true emergencies, the kind that can derail your financial stability if you're not prepared. Now imagine this scenario. Your car breaks down. The repair bill? $1,000. Without an emergency fund, you might have to rely on a credit card or borrow money, adding interest and stress to an already difficult situation. But with an emergency fund in place, you can cover the cost without worry or financial strain. Building an emergency fund takes time, patience, and discipline, but the peace of mind it offers, worth every effort. Take the first step today. Your future self will thank you. Once you've eliminated your debt and set up a solid emergency fund, the next step is to focus on growing your wealth. Investing is not just for the wealthy. It's one of the most powerful tools to achieve long-term financial security and independence. It allows your money to work for you, growing steadily over time. The earlier you start, the better the results. Time is your greatest ally when it comes to investing. Don't be intimidated. Start small. Just a few dollars a month is enough to make a difference. It's not about the amount you start with. It's about building the habit. Consistency is key. When you invest regularly, even small amounts grow substantially over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Think of investing like planting a garden. When you plant seeds, you don't see results overnight. It takes time, care, and patience. But with consistent effort, the seeds you plant today will sprout and grow into something beautiful, rewarding, and valuable. Similarly, every dollar you invest is a seed for your financial future. With time and the right strategy, your investments will flourish, giving you the freedom and security to achieve your goals. Whether you're saving for a home, a child's education, or retirement, investing is a pathway to achieving your dreams. Remember, every small step you take today brings you closer to a brighter, more secure future. So start planting those seeds of wealth. Your future self will thank you. Did you know that your emotions play a huge role in your financial decisions? Whether it's the thrill of a big purchase, the anxiety of losing money, or the fear of missing out on an opportunity, emotions like fear, greed, or stress can cloud your judgment. But here's the good news. Managing your emotions is a skill you can develop, and it's critical for long-term financial success. One of the most common emotional pitfalls is impulse spending, buying something because it feels good in the moment. On the other hand, fear can stop you from taking risks, like investing in opportunities that could help you grow your wealth. Both extremes can prevent you from making rational and beneficial choices. So how can you manage these emotions? Start by pausing before making big decisions. Ask yourself, am I acting out of fear or excitement? Taking a step back gives you the clarity you need to align your actions with your goals. Second, set specific financial goals and stick to them. Having a plan helps you stay grounded when emotions run high. And finally, don't hesitate to seek advice. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or financial advisor can offer a more objective perspective. Remember, emotions are part of being human. The key isn't to eliminate them, but to learn how to manage them effectively. With practice, you can stay in control and make financial decisions that lead to long-term success. To sum it all up, financial freedom isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small, consistent step forward makes a big difference. By taking the time to understand your relationship with money, you're laying the foundation for better decisions. By seeing the big picture, you're setting clear goals that guide your actions. Getting out of debt may feel challenging, but each payment is a step toward peace of mind. Building an emergency fund provides security, ensuring you're prepared for life's uncertainties. Investing helps your money grow over time, giving you the tools to achieve your dreams. And managing your emotions, that keeps you on track, helping you stay calm and focused in the face of financial challenges. Think of this journey like climbing a mountain. Every step brings you closer to the summit, and each milestone is proof of your determination and growth. It's not about how fast you climb, it's about staying consistent and never giving up. Remember, this is your journey to financial well-being. Celebrate small wins. Learn from setbacks, and stay committed to the path you've chosen. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more tips on mastering your money. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.